I have people like Moses, people like Joshua, people like the Hebrew men, people like Abraham, people like David, people like Daniel in this generation, that we stand in the gap. Because can a nation be born in a day? But as soon as Zion travels, do I have some people who can travel for their generation here? Lift your hands up and say to the Lord, we are ready. We stand in the gap. We take our place. Masada Talia Napaya. Lift your hands and say it with me. We stand.
Alright guys, welcome to the Outpouring Lagos Tech Talk. Follow me as we go on.
Of adoration to say, we will not worship any other God. Oh, we stand in the gap for a generation. We raise a sound of adoration to say, we will not worship any other God. We ceased, we persist, we say, we stand in the gap for a generation. We rise a sound of adoration to say, we will not worship any other God. I say it one more time. We stand in the gap for a generation. Right in this place, we raise a sound of adoration to say, we will not worship any other God. Lift your hands and sing Yahweh. Yahweh, forever. You are. Somebody sing Yahweh, Yahweh.
just finished one part of the sound check and setup is still going on. They're still tuning some boxes. As you can see up there, they're still tuning some boxes. The stage engineers are working. As you can see right here also, the front of house mix engineer is also still working. So a lot of things is still going on to the setup right now. As you can see, much has been done already and there's still a lot to do. Broadcast mix is getting set. The lights guys are almost there, almost set. So follow us through on this journey of the Outpouring Lagos Tech Tour. Thank you very much. Lagos. As you can see right behind me now is sound check is about to start. Second sound check actually. Minister Dose has sound checked already, as you saw in the previous video. And I think Chairman Jesus is about to sound check now. And I met with Charles Duke as the main sound guy, and I met him and he has explained to me how every other thing is supposed to go. So basically now we are in the middle of second sound check for the day, and other ministers also come in to sound check. Okay, alright guys, welcome back to the Outpouring Tech Tour Lagos. I'm right here with me. This is Charles Duke of the Most High. But as humble as he is on the front of house mix. So, Mr. Charles, how is your setup like from front of house stage, broadcast?
Well, basically we have 3 consoles running on the house stage and broadcast, seasoned engineers everywhere. I'm just being stressful, crazy, but here we are.
So I was set up like from getting the back line down to you setting
you see that part of the conversation, we'll leave it for
and he's going to find one here today.
But it was amazing, it was amazing. It was something everybody could learn from. And they could see that, okay, yes, when you want to do something that God has sent you to do, the devil has a way of coming in. Please let my guy come inside. Yes, I'm listening.
So you guys have any setbacks? You guys have any setbacks?
Yeah, rain.
Rain. Yeah, okay, I was here. That was true. Rain started rain.
like before
He
second sound check.
releases
Yeah.
the destiny.
Oh, so thank you very much. So
After
are you
that.
guys running any
Learn to
plugins?
worship him.
Well, not exactly.
Your
We're going to
destiny
do
will
waves in
locate
front of the
you.
house, but the way everything went, we just let it go.
When he was
But we are
talking
good
about
because
how
sometimes it's not just about the
he got
plugins.
David to
Who's using the
become
plugins?
king.
So how are we sounding right now?
He was
By the
looking
grace of
for
God, we sound like speaker.
Shepherd to become
How are we sounding?
king.
Okay, let me compare.
He said to
We
us
have had Outpouring Abuja, we have had
Acts of the Apostles chapter 13.
I don't know about Abuja. I know about Ilorin. I think this is better. This is that I've done. This is still.
So that means
He
there's
says, I
excellence.
have found it.
yeah, excellence. We plenty stress.
Yeah,
Don't forget that stress is capital
was
S.
seeking.
So thank
You
you
have
very much.
to be seeking to
It's a
find.
pleasure. Thank you
He
very
said,
much.
I found it.
So I'm headed to the broadcast meeting room right now. Okay guys, welcome back to another section of the OutpouringLagos Tech Talk. So this is Mr. Emeka, he's one of the broadcast mates. As we met Mr. Charles Duke before, the overall Oga Patapata of everything, but he's on the front of house. This is the broadcast mix. Like, yeah, inside one room. They don't even know what's going on the outside as per vision, but he's responsible for those that are online, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, anywhere they're going to stream this. So if we don't hear a kick drum online, I think you're responsible, right? Sure. So if the kick drum is not coming out online, you're responsible. I just have a few questions. How are you getting input from? Are you getting input from stage or from front of house? Or direct from stage?
We split the three consoles together.
Okay.
So the stage splits from the FOE split from stage, and I split from.
So the stage is one of the main source from the stage.
The stage is the primary console.
Okay, the primary console. So are you running any plugins?
Yeah, it's a lot of plugins, but onboard plugins.
Onboard plugins. So no external plugins at all.
No, external plugins.
Okay. So did you guys have any setbacks? You don't know what setbacks. Any little challenges in setting up?
Yeah, we have the two glitch, and right now I'm blind mixing.
Yeah.
I can actually see what's going on with level of experience I was able to.
Okay, so is this how it's supposed to be?
No, I'm supposed to have a screen.
Okay.
I'm supposed to have a screen. I'm supposed to have a vision of what's happening on the stage, what's happening out there. So if an artist is coming up, number of backup is coming up with, if there's additional instruments that are exposed, something that is not part of what we read, so I will be able to see, then activate it.
So I have a very the question just came now. So while Sanchez was going on, and they were saving the mix of each artist that was coming, were you saving also? Or as they save on the primary, you just save?
No. I was doing my own personal sound check too.
Okay.
As they are did, and theirs also. Yeah.
So your Sanchez, was it more like virtual Sanchez or real time with them?
It's real time.
Real time with them. Thank you very much. So they just radio you like they just radioed you now, like Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Emeka. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. So I'm with Mr. Samson, and we are the light control right now. Welcome back to the OutpouringLagos Tech Talk. So I'm with Mr. Samson, and we are right at the light control. You see on the stage. So Mr. Samson, nice to meet you. This is a very big control right in front of you. So, what exactly are you doing?
I got sent. He became king. We told him.
I like the word light design actually because it's
No matter to go home from now.
yeah. So
God will say your
how was the
soul.
setup like?
I remember the day he finished. The day he came to
How many?
He came to see his headquarters. And now I've been anything that I can find on the donkey.
This is like the latest of the latest right now.
I said, congratulations, sir.
So how many movements do you have running presently?
Being a doctor is actually a final goal for me.
It's all right.
And to cut a long story short, today is my birthday.
And they are all for the stage.
On stage, I have some light on my runway, which relates the guest artists when they
There
are
is a God.
So do you have to also control if
can do all
maybe
things.
fireworks or anything?
You have to control
They say God can reverse the reverse.
Yeah, if I had that, I would have done that. But in my days, because of concerts. So I don't know.
Okay, so this console is able
Remember, he said something.
Yeah.
In Proverbs
So
chapter
what if I would call it
15,
pyro?
verse 8.
Sorry? We call it sparkler.
15 verse 8.
But mainly sparkler is the best thing.
He said,
So
yeah,
that's GMS.
I love
So
watching,
in total, how many lights are you running with now?
but I don't want it for the
48,
He said the sacrifice of the wicked
18 wash,
is an abomination.
30 beams.
You see, you
I
want to
have
praise me?
48 backers on there about.
If you are not
18
one
or
of my
15
own,
COB.
you don't want to
Because the
praise.
rigs are very tough to actually.
You're living in
Yeah, I was
sin.
here yesterday and during
I want to come to Aniekeme-Stage
during your set.
to sing.
In a couple, we don't believe in
Shout
Satan.
hallelujah.
We believe every step
Then when you leave here, go back,
So
begin to fornicate,
if I say this is a
begin
factor
to
for my
steal,
setup, that means I'm
begin to
not.
defraud.
So every setback, every problem,
Keep your
makes me more
worship
strong.
to your Father.
Thank you very much and well
With
done.
them.
Thank you for having me. And welcome back to the
That's why tonight,
Thank you very much.
before you worship,
All right, guys, you can see we had a wonderful event, and I'm with Mr. Aniekeme, the stage mix engineer. I was by myself on stage, and it was amazing. The stage was just everything about it. So, Sam, what did you do on the stage?
Okay.
What did you do on the
kind
stage?
of conversation with the band, so I was able to fill the wages and get it running. So by the grace of God, we used a Beringer wing, 48 channels, and we almost exhausted all our inputs.
Wow.
And it was a good event.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to
serious.
say show.
Yeah, I know, right?
I want to say show actually.
Yeah.
But the time when we went on stage,
Okay, I can see there are a lot of wedges and monitors on stage. How many wedges do you have?
we did a total of 28 monitors.
20 monitors on stage. Aside from the side fees.
Yes, exactly.
So,
I will say it in monitors.
senior monitor. So you ran 360 monitors. Okay, that's great. What was the setup like? I've met with Dr. Charles, the referee engineer and the head of Samson. I've met with the broadcast engineers also. And what was the setup like for you? Although I was around, but I cannot know the details until you speak.
Okay, for me personally, on the monitors, kind of stressful because I use different kind of monitors. It makes it I was able to tune them the sound I like to make them running. That's what it is.
I mean, I was on stage also, so it was, I can testify to that. So, thank you very much. It was such a wonderful event. So, did you run any plugins on your end?
I did a little bit of the inbuilt plugins on the ring. Yes, we have some plugins. These are not doing it for basically making everyone on stage get themselves and come together.
So, your backline, were you comfortable with the backline?
Yeah, we use very good backline. We use the North Stage 3 montage, very good bass mode. We did DDP drums and good drum mics. So
What kind of drum mics did you guys use?
I think audio reference,
Okay.
digital reference.
I think I saw Eva's college.
Yeah, Eva's drum mics.
Beautiful. So, I'm going to go back to go and listen to the broadcast mix and everything. So, thank you very much, Mr. Hank. Thank God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, boss. I'm with Mr. Gift right here, and he's the one in charge of camera and production, all down to live stream. So, Mr. Gift, what was your process like from setting up down to? This is tear down right now, as we can see, from setting up down to tear down.
Oh, okay. Design the production that we wanted to do, and well, move things out of the store. Well, the week leading to the event was a lot of moving stuff, right? Testing equipment, making sure that cables are cabling, cameras are cameraing. It was the workflow we had in mind was over an excess of over 10 cameras, right? So it's a large production. The Aniekeme Stadium is a large venue, So we're dealing with cable runs of an excess of 150 meters, because we're running diagonally to some places. And when you're deploying for more than 4 to 5 cameras, it becomes quite a challenge. Setup time was not so much. Yes, we had recce's here and there, conversations here and there with other aspects of the production. As you know, it's not an isolated effort. We have the sound guys who are providing the broadcast mix. We have the light guys who we rely strongly on to be able to see, as majority of our work is highlighted by the lighting. We have the stage guys, without which we can't actually even have an event. We have the power guys who have the ability to hold us to a ransom. So yes, it was a lot of consultations here and there, or rather engagements here and there with the different heads of departments, the security guys, making sure our equipment are safe, the protocol guys, and even the venue management people. Right. It was a lot. It was quite some work. Not anything that we are not already used to. However, it was beautiful for us in the sense that I was happy that one of the things that MD, the Eagle, really, really wanted, I was able to, with my team, were able to deliver. And that was the drone shooting from outside the stadium. I kind of really enjoyed, making that work. Signal-wise, it was a nightmare matching all the signals coming from different places, delivering the feed to the screens with the help of Pedro and her team, who was working on content. Williams, it was, like I said, a very huge collaborative effort. Shout out to the guys at Rave Me, the Rave Machines as I call them, who spent the last 48 hours on these grounds to make sure that the show we just concluded, or the event we just concluded, pardon my French, was a huge success. It was really fun to be on this. I was really glad. A lot of requests here and there, but yeah, we made it happen. Delivering feed to Dove, some other terrestrial TV stations, and even accommodating, some last-minute requests. So yeah, like I said, I feel privileged to be on this because PD is someone I really respect. However, we did what we know how to do best, and I think God took control of the rest.
So I figured that we had 4 cameras, so there was no particular main shot. So we technically had 4 main shots. And so how did you? Let me put it this way. When you were told that okay, we are going to have 4 main shots, were you the ones that proposed that, or that was what they wanted?
So we had the borderless stage, a fluid stage, right? And I understood that was a request. That was something the team really wanted. That was the brief. So a way to implement will be to say, how do I make sure that at every point I'm able to get a shot? I know that Pastor Dunsi is very energetic and he moves around. Pastor Dunsi, Pastor Victoria, they move around a lot, So yes, I think that was a way to keep myself from, keep the team from. I think that was one of the preferred ways, which was, like I said, it was a technical nightmare because we are moving cables in excess of 150 meters. And if you understand transmission very well, you know that once you cross 100 meters, a lot of things, continuity becomes an issue, especially because we're dealing with high resolution digital signals. Yes, we had cinema cameras running the main shot. I'm in Lumix's head, so we had the best of them on ground. I also love movement shots. So you saw the cranes and the drones, doing their things, and we're able to integrate it into the broadcast.
So the beautiful thing that what I really enjoyed was seeing the drone shot in the live feed.
Yeah.
It was really good, and that's some level of excellence for us here. And so thank you very much. Was there any? Okay, I think you mentioned the challenges that you had from setup. Did the rain affect you?
Oh yes, it
did. When the rain fell.
Oh yes, it did. I mean, we had to do a makeshift cover over the canopies. I mean, I love the rain when I'm not producing, because it's the rain. It helps food grow.
Yeah.
But you see, when you're producing, electricity, electronics, and water do not mix. It might interest you to know that I lost the crane screen.
Wow.
So yes, to the initial downpour we had yesterday. I mean, a lot of things. You have the ground becomes wet, eating becomes a challenge. So many eventualities are possible when it rains outdoor. However, I thank God that we were able to have that. So he helped us plan. We redid our base, and even when it drizzled earlier today, I think we're able to. We didn't need to move a lot of things around.
So just to conclude, in total, how many cameras did you run?
I don't know.
So if I was going to count,
shots, what you are seeing
cranes
is what you are seeing. What you're seeing is 4 main shots, 2 cranes, 2 wireless devices. We had tiny cameras that we, were brought in to take specific shots.
Okay.
Then we had additional requests, like the sign language people, who had to be integrated one way or the other. Yes, and we also had to do what we call some B-rolls, reactions of people worshiping and all that. So we had 2 other cameras running that were not connected to the broadcast. So what you saw were the cameras going to the live feed, and we had 2 drones that were flying intermittently.
So thank you very much, sir.
It was a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So alright guys, welcome back to the Outpouring Lagos Tech Tour. So I'm with Mr. William Hilton, the head for media and communication. So Mr. William, a very quick one. Since you are the head of media and communication, how did you get to gather people to work for you? Because I know it consisted of photography, videography, down to content creation, copywriting, and all of that. So how did you get people together to work this out?
All right, thank you. First of all, I'm not the only leader in media and comms unit, right? It's a big unit, so one person cannot just lead it. Myself, Bella Rose, Okoje Duruji, and Boyega Oshinkoya lead the team, and we sort of split the task within ourselves to head and man different subunits under media and comms, right? So how did we get to get volunteers basically into the unit? There's always a call for volunteers whenever we have events, not meetings. It's because the Outpouring is more than an event. Whenever we have our meetings, we reach out, call for volunteers, and we did that this year too. It's what we've been doing, and then we onboard them. We have a process for that, and then get them to WhatsApp groups, then split them into. While they're filling the volunteer form, they get to choose what unit they're volunteering for, and then they from the decisions or from what they pick, what they choose, they get to now be onboarded onto WhatsApp groups, basically. So that's basically how it is.
All right, so thank you. So what's the workflow like? Do you have one photographer attached to a runner that swaps cards, because it's a very big event? You have a lot of things going on around in different places. How do you get content from them and send it back, and at the same time you're posting on social media? What's the whole workflow like?
Okay, so like you said, media and comms is a large unit, right? You've got photography, you've got videography, you've got videography and motion graphics. You've got writers or copywriters, whatever you want to call it. You've got the mobile phone content creators. Then you've got graphics design. Then there's also the platform management, which is sort of like a restricted group, yeah. But basically, it comprises of all of these units. So how did we? What was the workflow? Like I said, we had volunteers, right? And we went further to now create sub-team leads, right, for these units, right? For photography, we had Aye and Komalafe. For graphics, we had Emmanuel. For videography and motion pictures, we had Ayo and Gabriel, right? So they sort of helped coordinate the volunteers and made sure that the tasks we needed, we pushed to them, they gets done, basically. Yes, so that's pre-event. So during the event, which is most likely what you're talking about, during the event, we usually like to go for a live experience on our social media pages, right? And so on the day, if you go through our social media posts, we sort of worked with the flow of the meeting, starting from arrivals to the opening prayers to the first minister, next and on and on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, so that's what the workflow was like. So we got, photographers were all around taking pictures, bringing their cards back to the workstation. There were a few runners, not so many runners, who helped and aided in getting the cards to the workstation to get it edited. Then from the photography unit, pass those pictures to the platform management unit, who then gets the captions from the copywriters, right? And then accompanies those pictures, right? And then it's the same workflow for video too, right? Videographers go shoot, get B-rolls, stage shots, bring the cards back for edits for the video editors, then to the platform managers, then they reach out to the copywriters. That's basically what the workflow was like. So the only thing we just tried to do was to ensure that we were real time, as close as possible, because because of the because of what the workflow is like in terms of the editing. It takes a lot of time and all of that. So we tried to be at par with what was happening real time, and that was that. So that's basically what the workflow was.
So looking at real time, comparing the real time in the events to what was seen, I think it was quite good because. So how many hands do you have on deck per? Say for graphics, maybe you had 5 graphics designers.
Okay.
For video, you had this.
Yeah. Okay. So this takes me back to my harvest verse that says, the harvest is ready, right? So. We had a lot of volunteers, right? And I think, if I remember, each group probably had nothing less than 50, if I'm really right. Nothing less than 50. You can imagine photography and all of them like that. Nothing less than 50. So what we did was there were volunteer meetings, right? So we sort of gave room for them to show their creativity and the skills, and then from there we streamlined it to the set of people we would use on the day of the meeting. Yeah, so from about 50, I think photography got down to say 22, thereabouts. Now that 22 comprises of photographers that would shoot and then editors. Yeah, so not, and then same thing for graphics. Graphics, you really don't need too many graphic designers on the day. We had 3. For the video guys, we had a lot because it's a large space. Yeah. So before they go out there, get back the shots. But we try to be as real time as possible.
That's good. So I saw the stage. We had a diagonal stage where we had diagonal shots from different angles. So there's no way for you to hide on the stage as someone that is doing B-rolls. So did it affect the production at any point?
It didn't, because like I said, we had a large house and streamlined it, right, to professionals. When you have professionals on the project, you don't need to do a lot of talking. They know where to stay on the stage, they know what angles to take, they know how to position themselves such that they're not interfering with other cameras and the mainstream cameras. Yeah, so like I said, yes, the harvest is plenty, but then wisdom is also profitable to direct in the selection of, you know, professionals for such a meeting like this.
All right, sir, Mr. Williams. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, we have come to the end of the Outpouring Lagos Tech Tour. My name is Otitoju Olumide Ademola. Thank you guys and see you at the next Outpouring.